Hey, it's Corpsy. We are on set right now for a Girls and Corpses shoot. It's going to be amazing. Next to me is the iconic Butch Patrick, who was Eddie Munster on the Munsters. He wasn't this hairy back then, but as he got older, his face got very hairy from hormones. Actually, no, we are making him into a wolf. How are you, Butch?
I'm well, how are you?
Good. I think Butch is trying to breathe because between the hay for our shoot and the fur going into your nose.
Yeah, it's good. Luckily it's supposed to be a lot of talking today, just growling.
This is the only talking we're going to do. But we wanted to record this because you've never really been this hairy. Even back on the days of the Munsters, you were a wolf boy, but you weren't hairy, were you?
No, I was just, I had a bushy eyebrows and a widow's peak, but then my face was pretty, unhairy. Plus I was only 11 or 12 years old, so there was no beard coming in. But this is fun. This is an interesting thing. It's really, I've always admired the Wolfman, so this will be good.
Well, it's a little different from the Wolfman because back in the sideshows,
Yep.
they had the hairstute. What do they call that? Hairstute? Something like that. People that had a lot of hair on their faces. They were naturally hairy people.
Yeah.
You are not a naturally hairy person.
No.
But we're going to make you hairy for this shoot. So, how strange is this compared to being back on a set? You still obviously work on other projects and you've been working all these years.
It's like 50 years revisited, sitting in the chair. We were just talking with Kelly, my makeup artist, about Mike Westmore used to do my makeup, and he went on to do great things.
Okay, it's Corpsy. After a few interruptions, we are back with Butch Patrick, and he's getting put into makeup. We're talking. I don't know why I'm talking quietly, but you're supposed to do that when things are happening. And Butch is getting hair put on his face. How does this? Are you okay?
Yeah.
And he's having trouble breathing. I think because either you're allergic to me, or the hair, or the hay,
or just the allergies in general this season. Yeah, or my sister's cat.
Your sister's cat, which you swallowed this morning.
Yeah, which was breakfast.
Now, what kind of memories? You said this kind of brings back the days of the Munsters when you were on set. Did you have early calls back then? Were you like 5 a.m. or?
No, I was not too bad. I don't think they could actually bring a kid in before 8 o'clock. I think that was the rule. So I was usually there at 8, out of makeup by 9, into school by 9:30. They would try to schedule my scenes for after lunch so they could get most of the school out of the way by lunchtime, but sometimes in the early mornings we would do it. But it was funny, we were really the only show on television that ever had that much makeup, that kind of a makeup team involved with the budget and everything. So we only filmed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so it wasn't too bad.
But you were before the Addams Family, right?
We were on simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, we came out.
What a strange era.
We came in on Thursday nights. They came out on Friday.
By the way, that's yak hair. Kelly told me it's yak hair that you're actually
human and yak mixed.
Oh, human and yak.
Hack.
Yeah,
It's
probably
a
from
rare
India.
creature.
Most of the hair. Fun fact: most of the hair, false hair, comes from India. So you might be eating.
Yes, it is seeming a little like an Indian hair.
You might be getting a turban stuck in your.
Is Apu here?
Yes, Apu's here on the set. Now you're going to be playing a sideshow, the Wolf Boy in a sideshow.
Okay.
And back then things were tough, not like Hollywood and all the millions of dollars you made from the Munsters.
Right. Fantasy too.
Now, do you still get paid for residuals from the Munsters?
No, we never did. We got 2 reruns originally, and then it was gone forever because the contracts before the 70s weren't contingent upon syndication.
Wow. So now, but your parents, were you under that Eddie Coogan law where the parents got the money and they were supposed to give to you and
Jackie Coogan, yeah.
Jackie Coogan. What did I say?
Eddie Coogan.
Eddie Coogan.
That's all right.
His brother.
Jackie Coogan law. Yeah, Jackie Coogan law was in place, but even with the Jackie Coogan law, there's stipulations where the government got 50%, your agent got 10%. You were allowed 25% to go to the family for adjusting their lifestyle because they would have to hire someone to babysit or this or that. So you figure that's 85%'s gone right there. So
Wow.
it leaves 15%. So
Wow.
it wasn't really a whole lot of money, and I was only making like $300 a week, which was in those days was a good salary for for an 11-year-old kid in
Better
a
than
series.
a paper route.
It was better than better than a paper route. My dad was a pro ball player, and I was making more money than him. So everything was different back in the '60s as far as earning curve.
Where'd your dad play? Pro ball?
I came up from the Yankees to the Angels in the expansion, and then he went over to the Senators and wound up with the Cubs.
And what was his name?
Ken Hunt.
Ken Hunt.
Yeah, he was. He's best friend. He was Mickey Mantle's roommate. He's buried next to Roger Maris. They were all the last drink hard, play hard type of guys in the major leagues in the early '60s.
And yet you probably were more famous than your dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And,
Because-
and his teammates didn't let him know that.
So,
They were relentless,
Were they?
bugging him. Yeah.
but you had to go to all the ball games. And
Whenever I wasn't working, I was always I'd go with him early, go and shag flies and meet all the players and play in the father and son game. It was a very good time in my life between the series and the ballparks. It was kept me busy.
Now, you probably have so many incredible memories from that show. I mean, what
Yeah.
was it really just a great experience, or do you remember some tough things too? Because being a kid and being on set all day, and how
Well,
do you remember it?
I had done a couple series before it, so I was comfortable with the work. The work ethic wasn't a problem. The makeup actually was a little bit threw me kind of a curve at first, but my favorite memories were the car. George Barris bringing the car in because
great
it meant
car.
we would be outside and we would be riding around in a very cool hot rod. I really enjoyed the car episodes. I would go out on Wednesdays and go visit George's shop, which is just down the street from where we're at.
on Riverside, yeah.
And we had a great list of guest stars coming on, and we always had fun. It was fun being around them, and it was done by Leave It to Beaver producers Conley and Mosier, so it was a kid-friendly crew and a kid-friendly set.
Did you know all those guys? The guy from Leave It to Beaver and the kids from the Addams Family. Did you all hang out and have birthday parties?
No, I lived about 30 miles away, so I was pretty much out of the loop. But I know them now as adults. But as a kid, the only time you'd see other kids would be on auditions, or if they were on your show guest starring, or maybe if you were in a movie that had a lot of other kids. Once in a while, I would do that.
All right. Well, we're going to continue getting ready
Okay.
for this momentous affair. And are you excited about Girls and Corpses? Where does this go into the pantheon of Butch Patrick of your career?
Oh, right up here, right there,
Right about here.
right up here. No, up
Where-
here.
how about here?
We're
Where's
climbing.
where's the top? Would the top be? This could be the bottom of
This-
a very
no,
high.
This would be the top. Would be Herman's level head, 7 foot up. We're at about the 5'6" level.
All right. Stay tuned. More with Butch Patrick from the set of Girls and Corpses magazine. Stay tuned.
Yeah.